Hi everyone, Sassy Bear here, and today's video is gonna be on this look right here, and it's gonna be story time. I'm gonna tell you guys a little story that happened to me and my husband this week. I've had a long week. So sorry I haven't posted a video last week. I very much apologize. I can't share all the things I went through this week, but I will share by far the creepiest thing that's happened to me this week. I have lost a lot of sleep this past week. I'm gonna start off by straightening my hair. We put on a show right before bed, and there's this small opening in our curtain, and you can see out on, not really into the street because we have a big old tree in front of our window, and a lot of times I see shadows of animals or even through the curtain when it's fully closed, and I can see the light of the street post or street lamp. You know, a little time passes by, we watched like 1 or 2 episodes. At this time it was between like 2 and 3 a.m. And I know this because after the event happened, I looked at the clock near our bed and it said like 3 o'clock after like everything settled down. Just to give you a little more detail, our bed is like pushed against the wall, and I sleep on the inside of the bed next to the wall. Just as I was about to fall asleep, I hear next to my face against the wall, and I completely thought I imagined it, and because I was just at disbelief that, you know, there was a person or thing, a noun, on the other side of my wall or the house knocking against it, because the wall I sleep against is, the other side of it is the outside. It's not like a hallway or a closet or anything. Like I said earlier, there's an opening in the curtain. I'm facing the wall at this point and I lay over on my back. It's just one of those things, like my conscience told me, you know, look out the opening in the curtain. And I'm like, no, don't do it. The other part of me is like, no, don't do it. What if they see your face looking at you? And then I'm like, well, I'm on the inside of the house, so I'm safe still at this point. It's just whether or not I'm scared enough to look to see if there is a noun actually knocking on my wall. So I'm still in bed, I'm on my side facing the wall, and I switch over to my back, and I'm looking out the opening in the curtain to the outside, and like I hear a voice still, and so it's still to my left on the other side of the wall, and I don't know what it really said, and you know, maybe I thought I imagined it out of fear, but I swear I heard a voice, and I couldn't tell if it was a man or a woman. It was just kind of something muffled and in between. It was deep enough to be a man's voice, but it was also high enough to be a woman's voice, because like kind of like my voice, like kind of changes in pitch and whatnot. Sometimes I can sound like my brothers and sometimes I sound like my mom. Yeah! And then I hear movement against the side of the house, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, don't go to the window, don't go to the window, please don't go to the window. This is where it starts to get really creepy, like even creepier than it was before. I see the shadow of what I believe is a head moving across the opening in the curtain. But yeah, I see the shadow of the head moving across, and it's staying there for a really long time, and it was the creepiest feeling, and like my body kind of froze. But like I'm tapping my husband, I'm like, wake up, and he's like, what? I'm like, there's a shadow. I'm like, did you hear that knocking? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, there's a shadow at the, I'm like, look. He's like, no, I'm scared. I'm scared too. You're the husband. Protect me. At that point, he's like, okay. He's like, well, hold on. Wait for it to pass, you know, so we stay safe. Don't let it know we're awake. And I'm like, forget that. And so I jump out of bed and I look directly at the opening in the shadow. I'm like, there's a person there. And so I'm starting to get loud, and I didn't want to wake up my brother-in-law or my mother-in-law or my father-in-law. You know, I was just trying to be courteous, and because my brother-in-law is... That wasn't my hair burning, it's this. This is a heat protectant, I promise. I promise. It's not my hair. I am a little heavy-handed when it comes to the heat protectant. So yeah, I'm sitting up, I'm getting really loud, and it kind of moves away, but I still see the shadow. I'm like, what the heck? I'm gonna skip ahead real quick and finish straightening my hair. Now that my hair is done, I'm gonna go on to my eyebrows. Yay! New eyebrow trend. Can we stop? Can we stop with the eyebrow trends? I'm actually having a pretty good eyebrow day today. This is probably as symmetrical as they will get in a long time. Sweet. Sweet, dude.
Yo, dude.
Did I ask you?
Oh!
Yeah, that's my husband. Freaking loser.
I'm a loser.
We're both losers. So when the shadow finally moved away, when I popped out of bed, I grabbed a weapon. It's a wizard staff. I'm a mage. After I grabbed the weapon, we went to the living room window, and I looked outside, and I swear I saw like a person's body. But out of fear, I could have totally imagined it. But I'm still convinced it was a body. And then we turned on the light, and that was it. We couldn't see anything else. So we waited up a little bit. We didn't go to bed till like 4 or 5 a.m. Right, babe? Because we're both kind of scared, and not even kind of scared. We were both pretty scared. We didn't know what it was at that point. And then finally we both, you know, just passed out of exhaustion, and then we woke up in the middle of the afternoon the next day. I felt safe enough to finally investigate outside, and sure enough, there were shoe prints in front of our window and all along the side of the house where I heard the knocking. And like I kind of squatted down, and I'm like, yeah, that for sure was a human being, because not only does all the evidence point to it, it could have physically not have been an animal, because unless it was a deer, no animal is tall enough to look into the window. I don't know, it was just a really, really scary, weird experience. You know, in hindsight, being 2020, we totally should have called the police at the time and made a report, because my mother-in-law actually told us that there have been sightings of a person on people's property. Even my father-in-law was like, yeah, you should have woken me up, I would have gone out there, I don't care. I don't know, it was just really creepy, like, because the next day we asked everybody in the house, like, hey, did you hear that? Everyone said no, so I'm like, okay, did I imagine it? And it wasn't until I actually did the investigation that I was like, I'm gonna use my finger for this nude color, sorry guys. I've been definitely losing a lot of sleep this week, because besides that creepy, very creepy event, we just recently found out that my dad's dog has cancer, and it's all over her lungs and it's pressing against her heart, so that's really sad too. So that's another reason why I haven't been recording cancer. So I'm pretty sure y'all can tell in my last video I wasn't as, in my anti-Valentine's Day look video, I'm pretty sure you can tell that I'm not in the best mood, and that's when we found out. So we've been having an eventful week lately, and for my crease I'm gonna go into this darker color inside my socket. I'm gonna actually explain it, because I put it in my videos before to where like as if you're stabbing your own face. So what I mean by that is by getting the brush, and if you can look closely, I'm kind of going on the inside of my eye socket and just blending like that and relaxing the eye as much as I can to actually distribute the color evenly. I am applying my Fenty foundation with a different kind of applicator today. I usually do use a sponge, but I don't know, I feel like this is a product that you should experiment with and see what works best for your skin. I feel like using a really dense brush works pretty well. Pretty nice. It's pretty nice coverage. Now I'm gonna add some blush to bring some color. No. And I noticed this trend has been becoming more popular lately, and that's using bronzer and blush. I feel like putting highlight on your eyelids gives your eyes a more awake look.
I took a huge dump today, guys.
It wasn't awkward like that, but
Guys, don't you just love when your poop slides out?
no, it wasn't. It
It's
wasn't.
like mashed potatoes. Did you feel it? Like, I grabbed mine. Make sure the consistency is good.
My husband's also socially awkward, so we're socially awkward together. I'm gonna tight line. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Or horribly mutilates you for life. Mainly psychological. Okay, I forgot what I was doing. I already tight lined. What else do I usually do? Oh yeah, mascara. So at this step, you can either put mascara on or falsies. I know that's kind of weird putting on falsies on a natural look, but like eyebrows, I think eyelashes make a huge difference in your makeup. So if you do put on falsies, your eyes are just going to look more awake. Ow. I just pulled out an eyelash. So when I put on mascara, I go underneath, I curl it a little bit, and I point it that way. Because with the formula, almost all mascaras make your eyelashes stand up straight. Pointing it towards your nose that way is going to make them angle this way, and it's going to make them appear longer. You can stop at this step if you would like, if you think your natural lip color is more suitable for a natural look, which makes total sense. Or you can go in with the nude. This is the finished look. I think this looks like a very good, well-rounded, natural look. If I used a lot of products in your opinion, please let me know in the comments down below. But I don't think I used that many. There are steps that you can totally do without, like putting on highlighter, and maybe you just want to do just blush or maybe just bronzer. It's completely your choice, but in my opinion, I don't think I used a whole lot. I don't know, like I didn't put on lashes, I didn't really put on eyeliner, I just tight lined. What do you think, babe? Does it look like I'm wearing a lot of makeup?
No.
You don't have to put on lipstick either. I think that's another step you can go without. I will leave the products that I use in the video description, so don't worry. The only thing I don't have access to is the name of the blush and the bronzer I'm using because it's just a generic Ulta brand in their Beauty Essentials line. I need to buy bronzer. Let me know what y'all would have done differently and if it actually looks like I'm wearing more makeup than what a natural look would be. In my opinion, I don't think so. Do I need to blur my cheeks? Mandatory narcissistic moment. What's going on? And as always, thank you for watching. Is there a makeup product to make my double chin go away? What? I really need to work on my outros. And my intros. And my content. Yeah. I need to work on everything. Bye.